2, 1. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Check it out. Jay-Z's lawsuit, the paternity suit, has been thrown out in court. Stick around, find out why. Rymir, how does he feel about it? That the judge threw it out. This been going on for 2 decades. Do you think it was a money grab? Put all that in the comments. But we want to find out why they threw the case out. So let's just sit back and enjoy the ride. All right? All right. You know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. We here. We're going to talk about this Jay-Z thing, right? What's going on with this thing, right? So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unique Mecca Audio NYC. Today, we're going to delve into the hip-hop courtroom saga with Jay-Z's paternity claims and a decade long of legal battles. To set the stage so y'all understand, Jay-Z's real name, Shawn Carter, which you already know, has built an empire in music, business, and culture. Meanwhile, Rymir Satterthwaite, a man in his 30s, has long claimed that Jay-Z is his biological father. Do y'all believe that Jay-Z is his biological father? Somebody put it in the comments and let me know if you think Jay-Z is his biological father. The claim goes like this. Rymir says his mother, Wanda Satterthwaite, met Jay-Z back in the 90s when she was only 16. So that opens the door up for Jay-Z to get one of those cases because there's no statute. You already know. Let's keep it moving. He alleges that the result of the relationship was him. You know what I mean? Just so you understand. Jay-Z has repeatedly denied the allegation, calling it fabricated allegations and saying these are part of decades-long campaign of harassment. Now, over the years, numerous lawsuits and court filings followed jurisdiction, disputes requested for DNA tests, motions to dismiss. The legal maze gets thick. Now, Jay-Z's been fighting it to not have to give it. Do you think Jay-Z is wrong for fighting it, saying he don't want to give his DNA? Why or why not? Me, myself, why would I have to subject myself to that? And then especially to make it even worse, this young man, Rymir Satterthwaite, had another man's name on the birth certificate, and that man took care of him for 18 years. So he knew he couldn't go into court to ask for no money because that'll be double dipping. You know what I mean? He already got paid with his child support for the first baby daddy that his mother gave it to. Now she's trying to hit Jay-Z. Now, it might be Jay-Z's baby. You never know, But, you have to weigh it out and look at it for what it is. Then in 2025, the case was finally dismissed or withdrawn, right? Dismissed or withdrawn or paid off, allegedly. Let's figure this out. Meaning the claim against Jay-Z has ended, at least in the current form, right? Let's get that right. But it's going to stay alive on social media. What does that mean? Well, the dismissal means Rymir can't refile that claim. Particularly, it doesn't necessarily mean Jay-Z is proven innocent or guilty in the public court of opinion. Only that this specific legal route closed. So what happened is the judge dismissed the case without prejudice. Without prejudice means you can never file it again. That's the end of it. Now, here's where we bring the light moment, right? You might say, after all the investigations, appeals, and court filings, the only DNA test missing was the one for who ordered lunch in the judge's chambers. Come on, dog. All right. On a serious note, this story carries deeper themes: identity, power, access to justice, celebrity versus everyday people. For the youth watching, it's a reminder that questions sometimes last years. Because this has been lasting over a decade, and answers don't always come when we expect them. But you better believe what's in the dark will come to the light. So what's the takeaway with this, right? This all first. Always know your truth and keep pursuing it. Right? Rymir Satterthwaite felt that was the truth. He kept pursuing it. But also know that legal systems, jurisdictions, and resources make a difference. They could take forever. Second, in the hip-hop world, especially the facade, right, is real. The public persona versus the private reality and finality. Sometimes the case ends, but the question remains. The question will always remain about, is Jay-Z the father? Did Jay-Z have something to do with his mother's on the live in? You know, all the little YouTube gossip that goes on. If you're a younger creator, right, or someone helping out the youth, this is a reminder to ask the right question, right, about the identity, your rights, your story. Don't let anyone else define who you are. So Rymir is showing that he's not going to let anyone define who he is. It is what it is. He feels Jay-Z is the father, and that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to pursue that. So now, right, all right, if you found this breakdown helpful, right, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss future deep dives, curiosity tales, and uplift content from Unique Mecca Audio NYC. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about this case? Did justice happen here, or did Jay-Z buy his way out? You know, or did he? You know, let's keep it 100, right? If okay, so where we at? So drop your thoughts in your comments. You know, what do you think about this? Until next time, stay curious, stay strong, know what it is. But I want to say this because, you know, I got to take a ride. Now, if this case was to go forward, where, just picture this, the way this whole thing played out. This young man had a man claim him as his father on his birth certificate. That young man took care of this young man for 18 years. Now that he's 18, now he comes and he files suit and say that Jay-Z is the father. Normally, everyone was thinking, oh, Jay-Z ducking the paternity test. But bottom line is, why does he need to get in it? Because if that's his kid, right, and he turns around and another man was given the jacket as the father, the other man raised him as his son. So now he finds out 18 years later that he has a son, and he finds out that he has a son through a lawsuit. So now what's happening is they're having a clash of being spiteful. Right now, even if Jay-Z wanted to help this young man, thinking, okay, this is my oldest son, you know, let me go get him. Let me make sure I get his life right. I can, you know, that's my legacy. That's the way this thing is going. So if that's what's going on, all that is dead now. Because what's on Jay-Z's mind is this no good stinking little mother effer is taking me to court. When he could have just discussed it. Don't he know I'm married to the baddest female in the game, Beyonce? Don't he know that we worth over $1 billion, probably $2 billion? There was a whole lot of other ways that his team or his handlers could have got him to go at Jay-Z to get the bag. I mean, figure out the paternity, because he said he didn't want the bag. Do you believe he didn't want the bag, or you think the bag was going to come next after the paternity? Y'all put that in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel, you know what I mean, at Juanita Mecca Audio and Real Boss TTTV. Let's keep this thing moving. Let's make sure it happened. But what do y'all really think about that? Do you think that this was a money grab on Rymir's part? Do you think that's where it was going? Oh, let's play a couple of hypotheticals, because we like to ride. Now, do you think it'd be right? Let's say if Jay-Z did take the paternity test and it came up that he's the father, and then now all of a sudden they say that, okay, well, the mother was only 16, she was under 18, so now we're going to bring you to criminal court and lock you away from your family and your loved ones. Do you think that should have happened? If that was the case, because we'll never know now, but if that was the case, how do you feel about that? I really want to know how y'all feel about if Jay-Z was the father, right? Should he have next been brought up on charges of having sex with a 16-year-old and producing this young man on the screen? Somebody let me know what's going on. Somebody put in the comments, but we out of here.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself linked in. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio.
Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio. And we gon' do it like we gon' do it like we keep it moving like we gotta do it like
Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was wine. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, you we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community yours. So we can get back to the cheers, cheers, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.